Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're going to be looking at standard form. Now, we're going to first begin with looking at the difference here. Now, obviously, you remember this from last lesson. This is slope-intercept form. So, how do we compare? Well, you look here in slope-intercept form, the y is by itself. Over here, though, what are we noticing? We're noticing that all the terms and letters are on the same side. Now, it's not as simple as that, but I'm also noticing the number 2, the number 5. These are both whole numbers. And of course, this number 2 is positive. So, this brings us to the actual rule. Standard form is something in the form of a x plus b y plus c is equal to 0. So, as you can see in the example I had above, the a, the b, the c, those are all just numbers. Now, the a and the b are coefficients. And they belong respectively to your x and your y. Your c, on the other hand, this is what they call your constant, which is basically the lonely number, the number that does not have any letter. Okay? Now, there's some important rules to know when it comes to standard form, and that is that your a and your b value cannot be fractions. Okay? And lastly, your a value cannot be negative. So let's look and see how we can make standard form. Okay, we're going to do that with an example. Okay, so let's look at this example here. And I want to turn this into standard form. So how would I do this? Well, your first step would be to get rid of any fractions. So in this case, you're noticing that there is a fraction with the coefficient beside your x. So the way to get rid of the fraction is to multiply by the denominator. So the denominator in this case is 3, so you're going to multiply this by 3, this by 3, and this by 3. Do not forget, this is important, do not forget to multiply all terms by the denominator. That's because in mathematics we follow something called the sibling rule. You know, like if your brother got $100, you're going to most likely want $100 too. Well, I know some of my students would tell me they want $200, but semantics. So, if I multiplied the 2 over 3 by 3, I'd have to multiply the 4 by 3 and the y by 3. Okay? So that would give me 3y is equal to, the 3's would cancel out, leaving me with 2x minus 12. The second step is you want to move everything to one side. So what do I mean by move everything to one side? Well, you can either move the y, or the 3y, you can either move the 3y to this side, making it minus 3y, or you can move the 3x to the other side, making it minus 2x plus 12. Either way you do it, you'll still get the same thing, but I'm going to show you both ways. So, first way, I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to show you what's the most efficient here. So, I'm going to move the 3y. So this would leave me with 0 on this side, 2x minus 3y minus 12. My 2, my negative 3, they're not fractions. My 2 is positive. So this is definitely standard form. Second way, if I moved 2x minus 12, you're going to see that there's a little bit more work you're going to have to do. You would end up having negative 2x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0. The problem is, now you have a negative 2. And as we know, we cannot have a negative number beside my x. So, this would mean now you need to multiply everything by negative 1, which would end up changing the negative 2 into positive 2x, this into minus 3y, and this into minus 12. And that is how you convert slope-intercept form into standard form. I hope this has helped. Goodbye. So I decided to add one more part to here. I know I said that was the last one, the last part here, but I also wanted to show you how to go backwards. How do I turn this back into y-intercept form? So your first step would be to isolate y. So you want to get y by itself. Okay? So when you isolate y, you're going to want to move the other stuff away from it or move the y. In this case, I'm going to move my 3y to the other side, which is going to give me 2x plus 2 is equal to positive 3y. Now, you could have also done it the other way. Either way, you're going to get the same thing. Next thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this 3. So you want to divide everything by 3, which is finally going to give me 2 over 3x plus 2 over 3 is equal to y. So you can see this is your b and this is your m. And yes, it's only one step. You just want to isolate y. You want to get y by itself. That's it. I hope you understood and like everything from standard form, and please let me know if you have any questions. Bye.